Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll be taking a look at Nvidia and AMD. Before I begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you greatly help our channel. Without further ado, let's first take a look at Nvidia. So you can see that Nvidia recent low was 140.55 and hit a high of 192.74. Unfortunately, all of this support actually broke down and we very much created a new low. In fact, just yesterday, we actually closed around 125 levels and we are likely to be opening lower later. So as you can see, it's pretty bearish, but looking at its Fibonacci support, you can see that Nvidia actually went from a low of around 45.17. That was many years ago. And actually not many years ago, about 2 to 3 years ago, and hit a high of 346.47. So looking at the Fibonacci support levels, you can see the 38.2% was essentially the last support at around 160 levels. We hit this 160 and then we had a good bounce towards around 190 level. Unfortunately, it seems like this 160 support already broke down and we're likely to be heading towards the next support and is at 116.28 and we are approaching pretty soon. This coincides with this 23.6%. And if you look closely, you will notice that actually there was actually a previous support here at around 115.67. So this will be a pretty strong support. So do bear in mind that market makers may want to flush out some retails who will be likely to be putting their stop losses just below this level at 115 levels. So if we can break out from here, then that will be a good sign. If not, then potentially we may be heading towards the $100 psychological support level. Looking at the first wave at 0%, we're looking at 45.17, so that is pretty far away. I would not like to discuss about it as of now. So for the resistance to watch, it will be this blue conversion line and red baseline. So for now, this blue conversion line is at 135 level, while this red baseline is at 156 levels. So let's move on to AMD or advanced micro devices. So for advanced micro devices, it's a very similar situation and the price movements are same as Nvidia. So you can see that recent lows at 160, hit a high of 104.59. We broke down all cloud support here, not a very good sign, it turned very bearish. And in fact, just yesterday, we closed below the $70 psychological support for the first time after many years, in fact. So looking at this price charts, you can see that from recent low of 36.75, we hit a high of 164.46. So looking at this 85.84, which was already broken after it hit it, and we saw a strong bounce towards the cloud. Cloud acted as a resistance, came back down. So this 23.6%, very similar to Nvidia. We're looking towards 66.89, which is pretty close, and it may be coming very soon. So in the event that this 68.89 were to break down, $50 and the $60 psychological support is the next in line to be tested before potentially coming back to 36.75 levels. So if we zoom in to the recent resistance, you can see that this first resistance we are looking at is this blue conversion line at $77. And the next resistance will be this red baseline at 85.12. So for both Nvidia and AMD, you can see that these supports are in fact coming up at this 23.6%, very similar to AMD. So in the event that we do get a bounce here, hopefully we can bounce off from here. If not, it's likely for us to see more selling pressure towards the $100 psychological support for Nvidia, and even potentially $60 or even $50 for AMD. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.